where we come from, we don't have people that show us love, you know. And in the food industry, there's so much love. So yeah, I use my story a lot to try and motivate people.
He just ordered one small
taco,
plate.
then he writes a review like I needed to go have a burger.
You must have so much fun reading reviews because it's just like, what is happening?
It's so scary. Is it really about just the Instagram, or is it really about the love of the food?
You want to just look like a chef?
Or do you really be a chef, you know?
Yeah.
Welcome to What's the Difference, a Woolworths podcast where we interview interesting people about the difference that makes them exceptional. I'm Steve Steinfeld.
And I'm Sibongile Mafu. I love the fact that you're wearing a suit today. I don't know if it's because we have a really great guest.
It is.
And you wanted to show up.
And he's like suited up in the fanciest chef's jacket I saw earlier.
I'm wearing my green shirt dress from Woolies, so I feel as though we really...
I feel like I need to do like a breaking news. That's, you know.
Breaking food news.
Food news.
But it's going to be a really great episode.
I am super excited.
The person we brought today flew all the way from Johannesburg, where they live, but they grew up in Cape Town. And their story is incredible.
It could honestly be a Netflix documentary.
A motion picture, actually.
I
Give
couldn't
it
agree more.
the whole shebang. So our guest today grew up in challenging circumstances in Mitchell's Plain. He was raised by his grandmother after the loss of his father and during a period when his mother was unable to care for him. His story with food as a young person is one of lack and not abundance. He did what he could to survive.
And now, he is the head chef of the Pot Luck Club in Johannesburg at the Peach Hotel, one of Chef Luke Dale Roberts' restaurants.
A warm What's the Difference welcome to Ebie the Toit.
Ebie,
Hi guys.
thanks for joining us.
Thank you for welcoming me.
I love the chain.
Yeah, you know, it's a remembrance, you know. Yeah, it just adds.
Oh man, and you wear it all the time in
All
the
the
kitchen,
time,
everywhere.
all the time, yeah.
Very, very
I
special.
love the jacket, very cool.
Yeah, it's a special one for today.
Yeah.
I mean, it's Woolies.
I was like, did Luke Dale Roberts pay a sponsorship to be featured? No, I'm joking. As a fan of Pot Luck Club, but I've only been to the one in Cape Town, so I can't wait to visit the one in Johannesburg.
Sibs, before we get started though, you know what we do first?
Yes, we snack and yap. I have the roasted and salted peri-peri flavor cashews. Are you a nut
Nice.
guy?
I love it.
Love, love, love.
Yeah.
And a bit of a treat. This is the Wagyu beef droewors, which is also fantastic. I then also have here, Ebie, the crispy nibbles, which is the mature cheddar cheese with roasted and salted almonds. And something that one can get as a big treat is the Lindt Dubai style chocolate.
Straight out of Dubai, baby.
Steve, please do the honors
course.
and open the Dubai chocolate because I haven't tried it only because
I've tried it in Dubai.
I've been fiscally responsible or try to be.
But today we've got a treat.
It is a treat, and it's a great gift as well. So if you're looking to spoil someone in your life,
you can
do that. What's your favorite snack when you are working hard, busy, and you need something to grab and go?
I mean, like those on the pause, so those are the ones to go to the cashew nuts, huh?
The cashew
They're
nut.
not peri-peri, but it's just salted, which is
Would you
good.
like to
Yeah, 100%, why not?
give it a go?
So nuts are a good one. And when do you pack it like a chef's lunchbox when you go to work?
Oh, I wish, eh?
Hey,
Do
do you even have time to do any of that?
No, not even. It's tasting plates all morning, since 11 o'clock to 12:30. Taste. So there's not really time to pack like a snack box, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when you have your day offs, which is few and far between, I'm sure, what do you do?
So on my days off, I try and mentor kids. I do a lot of like private mentors. I also go into suburbs where I cook for homeless people. And I play soccer on the Mondays.
How good are you at soccer?
Oh, wow.
You can be honest.
Me. I'm not very good, but I try my best.
Fair enough. What do you think of the chocolate, by the way?
I think it's very good, huh?
It is good. The texture for me is interesting.
The Kitaifi and pistachio inside, That's
like
the Dubai chocolate of it.
I get it now. I get it, Steve. You probably had that in Dubai.
Yes. I know you love bold flavors at the Pot Luck Club. Is it something you enjoy too?
Yeah. Very punchy, very acidity, strong, rich, salty, umami.
Yeah.
And what was that influenced by? You know, the kind of food you make now, was it informed by parts of your childhood or discovering food later on in life and what you enjoyed?
So I want to be completely honest with you. Like, I haven't had a food scene when I grew up. That was never the plan. But obviously, when met Luke Roberts, it started there, you know. So with these guys, you got a table full with 30 different ingredients, and it just adds to the small things. So it's about just keep tasting, you know. That's where it came from me. So now I try to take where I grew up and try infuse it with Luke and Ryan Cole, Ivor Jones, then taught me, you know. Yeah.
And when did you know that this was something that you could do for the rest of your life? Was it when, these mentors that believed in you and were pouring into you, or was it your own kind of journey of discovery?
Honestly speaking, like I was a pot wash. So for me at that time, I thought it was cool. I just wanted to wash the pots and stuff. But then I see how serious and the emotional things that goes into the food that these guys that run the space. And then I was like, look, I actually want to try that, you know? And that's where it started for me.
And I mean, cooking is something that is like quite intense. It's kitchens are like really like fast-paced places. But it's something you said you found quite healing, like, what is it about cooking that you enjoy so much?
I want to call it the adrenaline, you know? Like, so when I started at Taste Kitchen, it was, you know, the train was just moving. There's There's no stopping, you know? And
when was that?
I mean, that was 2012.
Okay, so that was like prime Taste Kitchen, one of the best. It was on 50 best.
100%, you know, and Luke was on his peak that time, you know? And that's where it started me, because I come from an environment where the streets, you know, it's like, you know, it's violent, it's that. And then when I came to the kitchen, it was kind of the same, but also different, you know, which I kind of fell in love with, you know.
And I mean, your story is incredibly unique, you know, growing up in an environment that had its challenges, growing up around violence, but, you know, the whole thing of making it out and carving your path in a space that, you know, many people would say is not for you. You know, I mean, it's a story of overcoming, but it's also a story of hope. Do you enjoy talking about your childhood and the challenges? Because obviously a lot of it molds who we are and who we become. But, you know, your story is so interesting because you took a path that not many take.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, I don't want to kind of use my story to these kids and people that's underprivileged, but I mean, like, the only way they understand is when someone that's been there, you know? So I try to use my story to show them that, look, there is a way out there, but not just in my industry. There's other things, you know? There's hockey, there's soccer, there's mechanical, there's all these other things, you know? So yeah, I use my story a lot to try and motivate people.
Do you find that kids are interested in cooking and, you know, being a chef like you, it's something that they're curious about?
I mean, like, there is a few members now that also came out of 7 years. I'm not going to mention his name, and he messaged me. He's like, look, I want to change my life. I want to be like you. You know what? I'm like, look, are you serious, dude? I've bought him a ticket. I'm like, look, flew him up. And he really showed that he's keen, you know. He's pushed from the scullery straight. We put him in the kitchen. Now he's working at the Pot Luck Club. He's a CDP with Jason Cosmos now, you know. And that's what it's about, you know, Steve. It's about, like, you really showing what you love, because where we come from, we don't have people that show us love, you know. And in the food industry, there's so much love, you know, that goes into that. So that's that we adapt to, you know, that people like showing us that, look, there is something that you can care about, because if you care about what we do here, then we'll care about you, you know, and that's what Luke been doing for me. I just had to show up and show him that I love what I do, and he took the rest, you know, and that's where, I mean, like, yeah.
Well, I mean, that's exactly the question I wanted to ask next is, obviously, you've had this mentorship from Luke Roberts. Firstly, how was that? I mean, one of, if not, you know, the best chefs in South Africa.
Is he strict? Tell us the truth.
He has his moments.
Discipline.
You know?
What if on the podcast episode?
Okay.
No, I mean, like, he has his moments, but I mean, like, learning from Luke Roberts and everyone that's been next to, as you can see, everyone that come from Luke Roberts, they own their business, the best, and so.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, it was a really, really big thing for me, you know, like, I don't want to say I'm standing on my own, but I am holding Joburg by myself. You get what I'm saying?
100%.
Which is so cool for me, coming from where I come from, you know? So yeah, that mentorship was sick. And still now, if he comes, it's like, get me this, get me that, create something. I'm like, wow, that's that's crazy, you know. So yeah, like it's sick cooking around Luke.
Yeah, it's sick.
Is there like one thing you've learned from him that you like always remember? Like one thing that Luke has
I mean, like it's
instilled in you? Yeah.
I want to call it like it's the specifics of like cleanliness, because as you can see, many of these chefs today, like they work and it's like, because when you spin,
it's
you
chaos.
need to, exactly. So if it's not clean in front of you, you know, so that's the most important thing I took from them, is like discipline your station, because that's who you are, you know. So like taking off your apron and just throwing it on the table, you can't do that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You fold it up nicely, you put it on the spot and you move, you know. So yeah, it's the discipline part, you know.
I mean, you spoke about holding down Joburg Pot Luck Club. When you got that opportunity, when Luke said, I'm giving you this responsibility, what was your initial reaction? Were you terrified, or were you like, yes, finally, I can get to work?
I was excited. I was terrified at the same time, because in my mind, I was like, okay, head chef, it's the status, Chef Ebie, right? But it comes with so much responsibility, you know, like I'm in a service, you know, 60 packs, the fryer just went off. The fridge is off.
You've got to figure that out.
The sorbet machine's not turning. Now
And you're doing
like,
admin at the same time, I'm sure.
Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's all those things. And it really kind of, I want to say that humbled me even more, because there's so much focus that has to go in every little space. You know, like my grill guy is not coming to work. I've got 60 pack for lunch. What do? Now I'm on the grill. I'm running the pass, telling the waiter what's that. I'm doing this. So it's a lot. It's a lot, but I enjoy it, you know, because like it's, you know,
You feel like
fast-paced
you're
still.
growing and learning.
a lot.
Like the job is making you better.
A lot, you know, and it also gave me the potential to kind of stand on my own feet and be like, you know, like, I know we all don't live forever, you know, so if one day Luke closes his eyes, I can be like, okay, cool, like I can do this for myself. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's something you leave behind, you know, which is the skill that no one can take away, you know.
I mean, Steve, you did speak about the Cape Town versus Joburg.
Oh,
scene.
yes.
And Ebie, please speak freely, because you are well versed in both, you know?
Yeah.
So maybe you can kind of comment on the differences.
What is on the Joburg menu that is from Cape Town still? What had to change?
So on the Cape Town menu and the Joburg menu, those family favorites stay the same. It's like your tacos, your fish sliders, your beef fillet, your peri-peri.
Like if you take those off the menu, the people will riot.
And then it won't be Pot Luck Club.
It won't be
because
Pot Luck
I mean,
Club.
like, that's the Pot Luck Club all about. But I mean, like, there's a couple of things that we changed up. So in Johannesburg, the menu changes quite a lot.
Okay.
So we've got dessert that we changed. We've got my signature dessert now, that's the berry blossom. So it's a mascarpone white chocolate dome, hazelnut meringue, lemon barbecue puree. Then I got the raspberry sorbet and a berry blossom dressing. We also got the new calamari that Chef Jason also came up with in Johannesburg, which is the bibimbap.
Okay.
So it's the, you know, bibimbap is like a Korean hot bowl. So you got your sticky rice, your pickled cucumber, shoved carrots, spring onions, Korean dressing, tofu emulsion, which is quite cool as well. Yeah, and then what else? I mean,
Is there anything that left the menu that you are sad is no longer on the menu?
There is. I think it was the dessert that I created. That was something that we used to eat with my grandma on our days, which is called a hetsogi. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar. So I kind of deconstructed it and made it into like a fine dining kind of dish. So I did like a apricot sorbet, I did like a coconut cake, I did like a lime gel, condensed milk, sauce. Yeah, beautiful.
It sounds so good. If you need people to rally with you to bring it back, I feel as though Steve and I would be, you know, keen to jump on forward. Dessert seems to be a big passion of yours,
Not really, because I don't really have a sweet tooth, but I love creating them now because they were my weakness first. I struggled with them because then they're too sweet, then they're overpowering. But now I think like
you mastered them.
I'm passing them now, yeah.
That's fantastic. But is there a dish resonating with Joburg that, you know, everyone is loving?
On the PLC or the garden side?
The PLC side, I think.
PLC, that's our standards, our beef fillet, you know, the
same as in Cape Town.
Tacos, and the fish
it's good,
you know,
yeah.
calamari. I mean, like everything on our menu is pretty good, you know.
And I mean, one of Pot Luck Club's strengths, I guess, is that you draw on so many global influences. You know, Latin America, Europe, Asia, South Africa. Do you find when you're creating a dish, that can feel overwhelming because, you can have kind of many styles going on? Or do you find that it's a beautiful challenge because, the sky is the limit?
Sometimes, but also a very important lesson I learned from Luke is like, now at these days, if you want to put too much together, it becomes complicated. So simple, it's best, and that's what it's about. So I was big on like this, that, this, and
Lots
that,
of ingredients, yeah.
And it worked, but it dies down, you know what I mean? So now it's just great, simple, I just simple, put it together and it works, because it also save on cost and stuff, So yeah.
Yeah, and what do you draw on when you are creating a dish? I mean, you'd mentioned cost, but also are you drawing on, memory or
memories?
Do you dream up a dish? What do you pull from?
It's a memory, So after each dish, I want you to experience something, I want you to go like, actually, that was actually good.
Yeah, nailed it.
I like that,
Yeah.
And then there's a keep coming, you keep saying that, And that's what it's about. Like I said, our last dessert, it slaps, because I add like popping candy on there. So for me, if I could get a lollipop from my grandma,
super nostalgic.
That's a big thing. So it's just a little bit playful on the plates as well,
Yeah.
So it added little childhood playful for everyone that comes down,
No, totally. And I mean, I think nostalgia is huge at the moment in terms of food trends, if we're looking at what's happening locally especially, but also in a global sense. Is that something like Luke has inspired you to do, or is that something you gained from Luke? Because he also pulls from memories a lot in his menus.
Yeah, I mean, a lot has come from Luke, but it's also diverse into my own style, Like I've been with Luke, I've been with Ryan Cole, spent some time in France at the pastry school.
Oh, okay.
I picked up some skill in Mauritius when we did the pop-up with Luke as well. So it's all about me, the traveling and what I picked up and what I grew up with, that I kind of
have brought together.
Yeah.
And then speaking of you taking ownership now, how are you building a kitchen culture at the Pot Luck Club in Johannesburg and bringing these young chefs in?
So on that one, it's deep, right? Because now I remember I need to. So what I'm dealing with is people that's been cooking burgers for a long time, because it's so now we coming in with Pot Luck Club and bringing Pot Luck Club to Pete's. Everyone is, so changing that part to make sure that, look, this is how you peel an apple, that's how you chiffonate this is how you spin zillas. It's quite a lot because like I say, it's like sometimes this guy he can't come in. I'm sick. You work one shift. Remember at the hotel, you work a half day here and then a day full day here and there. Where we
different
come,
rhythm.
it's a different way. We come straight 5 days doubles. Now they're like, what? So it was really, really hard because every day I told you, it's like the restaurant. Besides the music playing, it's Chef Ebie screaming wild. Where's this? Because we set it up in stages, for everyone to know, like, look, that's what you do. And then you come service like, why is it not, oh, chef, I forgot to do that. So now you need to jump. The orders where we've got the eat-out judge in the restaurant. You've got no bread. What do you mean you have no bread? Like, that's the first course, So
That can't be a fun experience.
And I'm not even kidding, like you've got 5 portions of sliders left. We've got a 20-seater that still need to come in.
Yeah.
Now you're sending the last 5 sliders, chef, I don't have no buns.
I know.
But I'm just like, oh.
Sorry, that sentence is hilarious. Chef, I have no buns.
How do you tell me?
The episode title.
How do you tell me now we have no buns? Like you knew you have 5 portions left when you sold the 10 portions before that. So it's quite difficult getting them from that mindset into this mindset. But we have achieved a lot.
Yeah. What do you think the future for the next group of South African chefs is going to be? Because I think the old guard we've got kind of the level underneath them that are already making big waves.
Because people would look to you and say, we need more diversity in the food space.
100%.
We need young voices, we need young energy, we need people who've come from different backgrounds, just so South Africa feels represented. You kind of are the blueprint, Ebie.
I mean, yeah, I am, but I mean, like, there's like you said, like, there's people coming off, it's like, it's the name, and then it's us now, and then after us is more. But I'm like, what I'm worried about is like, what's gonna happen when we have reached, and then the newcomers, if it's already going like that, you know?
Sure.
Because now you're a student, you did your 3 years, you come out, you work here for a little while, you go on the yacht, you come back, you open a restaurant.
Yeah.
But you haven't go through all the fundamentals yet. You don't have no understanding of what does it take to be there, what does it take to do that, what does it take, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you opening a space, but what skill you gonna give back to the people that's working for you, you know? And that's why I can be so appreciated. Like, look, I worked 13 years in this industry, and it took me that long to become where I am. Not 3 years, then that, and that. I really worked hard, you know, and where I come from, those days, like I said, like, people talk about races and all that. Like, I've been called a all my life. I've been called stupid, you know, and it's true because I learned reading inside the kitchen, you know. I would literally use it to write coriander on a paper, to say I write it, and go find it in the fridge. I used to come with a whole bag, Steve, of coriander, mint, basil, all that out, and ask the chefs, which one is coriander? Then they tell me, this one, taste it, and that's how I
that's how you learned.
You know. Now I would tell me, bring the mint, I go to the fridge, here's the mint, chef. Bring me this, I bring that, you get what I'm saying? Because I wanted more, but now it's not like that. Students inside the kitchen hanging when the chef's not seeing, coming to work with blue lappy over the head, the lips is red, like, what you doing, you know? So it's
like, do you want to be here?
Do you want to? So it's so scary. Is it really about just the Instagram, or is it really about the love of the food?
Do you want to just look like a chef,
or
do you want to be a chef?
you know?
Yeah, the chef
That's
aesthetic.
interesting. Yeah, 100%. But I think there's definitely progress being made. And you yourself are very much into mentorship and are very keen to pass on the same opportunity you've had. Tell us a bit more about that, because I know you've already been doing work towards achieving those goals.
Yeah, so I also, like I say, like, I take people from bad backgrounds, you know. Like, I've got 4 guys working for me. So when I moved to Johannesburg, I've got a guy that I stayed, and then I used to send him to go buy beers because I didn't know the space, you know. And then he's like, look, what do you do? I'm like, look, I'm a chef. He's like, oh, don't you have a job for me? I can clean. I'm like, really? Like, come with me the next day. And this guy is 44 years old. His name is Simba. He's a barman today, you know. The other guy, Spuda as well, he left his grandma's space because also he left school. There was nothing happening in KZN. He came here. We used to play soccer in the street, and he's like, look, chef, like, I'm struggling, you know, like, I'm collecting bottles, you know.
Yeah.
And I want to give my grandma, I'm like, look, I can give you this opportunity, you know, are you willing to take it? And also now he's also a chef. He's a CDP now as well, also qualified as well. So yeah, I do a lot of taking people from the street and giving them the opportunity, because those are the people that they really want it and they really want to make the change.
I mean, that is so inspiring. I think it's, and if that's just the beginning of your mentorship journey, I look forward to seeing where it goes from there, because I'm sure you've got big ideas and
there's a lot,
big plans of what you'd
you know?
like to do further.
And dreams of your own, you know? Do you want to speak them into existence, or do you want to hold your cards close to your chest?
I mean, Luke knows, like, I want to be just like him.
Yeah.
And I also want to open my own spaces. But my job here is to basically give back to my people. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's so sad every day seeing my people getting killed for, I want to call it bread and butter, you know? Because of what's happening in the environment, you know? I just feel like people like us, we don't get opportunities or second opportunities or even first, you know? So I just want to give them that opportunity to be like, look, if they're really willing to, like, they should just give a shout out, you know? There is things outside there, you know, that they can do. Like, it's not worth it being on the street, walking around with a gun, robbing this person, that person, because at the end of the day, those are things that comes back to you, you know, especially when you want to go the right way. And being a part of that, there's only 2 ways. It's prison or it's death, you know.
Well, I think your life is testament that, you know, there are options, and continue doing what you do, because people are watching
That's a story of hope, absolutely.
are inspired by you, Ebie. Let's have a bit of fun, though. Rapid fire.
Change the...
Yes, because I love your mind, because you have no filter. So keep that energy, Ebie, because it's going to work exceptionally well with this game. Steve, are you going to start with rapid fire?
Yeah. So we're going to ask you the questions, and then you just choose one.
Okay.
Don't think about it.
Sweet or savory?
Sweet.
Sweet.
Vanilla or chocolate?
Chocolate.
Freestyling or following a recipe?
Freestyle.
Cooking alone or with a team?
With the team?
Yeah. Breakfast or dinner?
Dinner.
Dinner. Why?
Not for breakfast. No.
Neither am I.
No, breakfast.
I feel like food people don't, I don't know, it's like yeah.
Oh,
What do I
you are
On
both
breakfast
my
people.
What do I
enemies
have
now.
for breakfast? Nothing.
Coffee or tea?
Coffee?
Chuckles or fantastical eggs?
Fantastical eggs.
Controversial choice.
Very much so. Against the grain, Ebie, which is very on brand. Be careful. Cape Town or Joburg?
Oh, wow. Joburg.
Joburg! We lost him.
There we go.
Lost him.
Joburg.
And since we've spoken so much about guidance and opportunity, I think it's time to bring someone from Woolies who works with young chefs and future food leaders, which is such an important aspect of that business. And I cannot wait to welcome them to the Cold Seat, which is basically a segment that we do, Ebie, where you know how chilly it is in the Woolies?
Yeah.
The fridges.
Like you go in there
You
summer,
gotta,
like
you gotta wear a
t-shirts.
jacket, you know? So the Cold Seat is basically where we ask the tough questions
Okay.
for someone at Woolies. So
So we're allowed to ask you?
Yes.
you can ask them the thing that's burning inside
there
that
is
you want
Do
to
you have a
ask.
question?
I do.
You do?
Okay.
So who is our guest today?
Our guest today is the Senior Development Chef at Woolworths. Her name is Sharon Mbonambi.
Welcome to our kitchen.
Welcome. You
I'm a
came
bit-
bearing gifts.
Ooh,
Sharon, thank you so much.
the
Wow.
giant Woolies gift bag.
Wow.
Yeah.
Feels like there's a body in here.
So enjoy getting that through the airport. I'm sure it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, getting back to Joburg, you're going to have to get some overweights going there.
Possibly.
So I'm quite intimidated to have the senior development chef of Woolworths at our table.
Yes. And well done on 30 years at Woolworths, by the way.
Yes,
Wow.
yes.
But tell us about your role now so that the people understand what you do.
Okay, my current role, I'm a senior product development chef, and I'm also a catering manager at Toit. So basically, I run all events that are Woolworths related, especially where there are board members, and all events that involve media, etc.
All right.
Very nice.
So you get to enjoy pretty much everything Woolworths food has to offer.
I can say 90% of the product come through our kitchen.
Yeah.
What a gig.
Yeah, that sounds like
I
a
might be
great
coming
idea.
for your job.
You can come join me anytime.
Well, today we have you in the cold seat,
Yes.
where we ask some hard-hitting questions
Yes.
that everyone wants to know about Woolworths.
Yes.
And Ebie, our guest today, you've got a question, I believe.
Yeah, I do. Hi, Sharon.
Yes, hi.
I just wanted to ask, are there any upcoming Woolworths initiatives aimed at supporting or uplifting young chefs in the industry?
Yes, we always do have programs targeting at new students. We normally get them from chef schools. They would join Woolworths as students on attachment for like a month or two, depending on how long their program requires. And then you can literally tell those students that are passionate about food that you can see that they'll go far in the business. And then we encourage them to actually apply for more permanent positions. Obviously being guided by senior people, so they would mostly work with senior product developers on attachment, because at that stage, you're trying to encourage that they gain confidence and they know what they are doing. Woolworths is very complicated. I mean, there's too many different departments.
department.
We're learning
Exactly.
all the titles
So
at the moment.
I remember when I joined in 1995, because then it was because I come from KZN and I came to Cape Town just to work for Woolworths, and I've never looked back. But when you join, you're so intimidated because you don't understand certain terms and stuff with regards to food, and also looking at my culture, it's very difficult to fit in, because at that stage, Woolworths was very white. But it has evolved. Yeah. It's now very diverse. So these students sort of find it easy to fit in with the Woolworths. We've got programs like FMT, which is Foods Management Program, where they go through each department and study how to actually develop a product. Because you can study it at school, but actually making it happen, it's completely different.
You know.
And seeing how, culturally diverse the food options are at Woolies as well.
Exactly.
And there's been a little bit of pushback from the people, but then they enjoy the thing. They're like, hey,
You get the
I'm not Gwinya, I'm
I'm
a
going to want them there.
They're so
And
good.
some of these things are nostalgic because you'd find that your parents used to do them, but you don't know yourself. Like, I remember my mom used to make a stunning beer bread. We all never learned the recipe. I wish someone had captured it. So with Woolworths now evolving in these product development, and most of them take time. Sometimes you feel like having a mlekwa and you think, oh my goodness, I need 2 hours to
I
cook
know,
this.
I don't have the time.
Now, Woolworths, 5 minutes, it's ready.
It's there, it's there. No, a city girl like me, we up.
I know, very convenient.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
guys.
much. Ebie, did you have another
I've got
question?
one more.
Yes.
This is a deep one, eh? I've been buying scones for a long time. I just wanted to find out what happened to the recipe. Because it's not the same. Oh. It's not the same.
Yeah, and that's a feedback that I've gotten with friends with like different foods at Woolies,
Yeah.
where it's like, no, this tastes different.
Things change.
Yeah, things change. What goes on behind the scenes?
Yeah, sometimes you find that something doesn't sell well, or we've done a benchmark and we find out something is like maybe another retailer is catching up on us, so we'll change the recipe. But it's always usually for a more positive side. With regards to scones, the best scone is getting it out of the oven and eating it. But having said that, Woolworths has got the best scone ever. If you go anywhere outside, Woolworths will still have... sometimes you'll find that maybe we've changed suppliers because a certain supplier has closed down and the next supplier can't match it to the exact, even if, because we own recipes. Remember, because we do internal product development, so we own the recipe. They're not allowed to share it. But like sometimes when you bake in Joburg and when you bake in Cape Town, the product is not the same. Purely because of the location.
Is it a Joburg scone thing
So
or Cape Town scone thing?
you say if I go to Woolworths here in Cape Town, that will be the same.
I'm joking.
But thank you, Ebie, for this.
Speaking of the changing of the scones, I mean, having been here for 30 years, do you have a single favorite product?
Oh my goodness, ginger beer.
Ginger beer?
Yeah, because of my development as well.
Which is obviously still on the shelves.
It's still on the shelf, even though it has changed a bit because now we've got sugar-free and whatever, the concept is still the same.
It is good.
Yeah, and it's doing well. It's not going anywhere.
No, even the toughest ginger beer critics do enjoy the Woolies
appreciate the Woolies
ginger beer.
ginger beer.
Thank you so much, Sharon.
Pleasure.
We feel like we know a little bit of the inside of how Woolies works. Yeah.
Ebie, thank you for joining us.
Thank you
from
guys for having
Johannesburg.
me.
Yeah, no, powerful, so honest, so generous, Ebie. All the best in Johannesburg. We'll support whatever you do and continue to
100%,
do.
yeah. I think
Thank you
it's
guys
such an
so
incredible
much.
story.
Absolutely. So that's been another smashing episode of What's the Difference? A Woolworths podcast.
If you enjoyed today's episode, remember to find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts.
All right. See you soon. Bye-bye.